right. Good morning, everybody. It is 6 a.m. on the dot here in New York City. That's why my video is so grainy and low light. Trying to give you a little light so I don't look terrible, but I can't do that much because it is pitch black outside. I don't have very many lights in my apartment. So if you haven't heard the news, let me show you what is going on. Lucia Auth, which is one of the most popular, exciting authentication libraries, has been deprecated. And here we can go into the future plans in a second. One sec here. Let me share screen. Okay, yeah. So Lucia is being deprecated in the next 6 months. Or it's being not supported in the next 6 months. So it's, we have some time to move off. And what it's turning into is, I think this is actually fascinating, a learning resource. So, yeah, we can go into what that learning resource looks like. I thought it was fascinating to go into this future plans article. And everyone's like confused and sad. And or well, not everyone, but I thought this reply was really interesting, where he's basically saying, look, look how successful it's going. Maybe you have burnout. Maybe you think it's easier because you know stuff, and then Pilcrow's replying really well, and yeah, I thought it was a fascinating thread to kind of scroll through. And then, I was feeling a lot like this guy, that I really don't want to manage sessions. I want the opposite of what Pilgrim on paper is saying. I want him to handle even more of the auth so I could turn my brain off and just get users for free. I don't want to have to manage sessions. But I kept reading Pilgrim Paper's patient and thoughtful replies, and maybe I was reading them here on Twitter too. And it just got me thinking, you know what? This guy's really smart. He built something wonderful, and he wants us to learn how to do sessions ourselves. I might as well do what he wants. And I thought it'd be fun to do it on a live stream in Valtown so you guys could follow along. And then once I've done it, you can fork my vals. So let's get going. So Lucia is an open source project, provide resources on implementing auth with JavaScript and TypeScript. This main section is implementing sessions with your database, library, and framework of your choice. Great. So Valtime comes with SQLite built in, and on the front end, I don't know. We'll probably end up using client-side React, but we can. That doesn't really matter. That's just the default for me these days. Okay. Oh, fully fledged examples. Interesting. Because in some sense, if there is a good fully fledged example, I could just kind of paste it into County, Valtown's AI assistant, and it would write the code for me. I want email and password. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay. So these are the examples. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Maybe we can get Valtown to be one of these listed examples. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, right now it's kind of scattered over a project, so I don't know if this would help us too much. I think maybe just going through the course one by one would be good. Okay. So session here. Let me bump up the font. Cool. All right. So sessions are a way to persist state in the server. Great. You assign each session with an ID, store it on the server, and then give the client that ID as a token, and associate subsequent requests with a session. And we can do it in local storage or cookies. Cookies are easy. Okay, so we have to create a session API and then define cookies. Cool. This to me feels very much like a middleware, which if you've been following my auth videos, you won't be surprised. Um, this also feels very much like a middleware. So probably what'll come out of this video is a middleware. So yeah, well, maybe I'll do a demo, maybe I'll do a middleware, maybe I'll do both. I don't know. We'll see how long I have before I have to get to work and everything. Okay, so basic session API. Yeah, interesting. Drizzle is cool. But I think we'll just skip the order and go right to SQLite. Um, all right, this is pretty straightforward. We'll just have to figure out what uh, works in Dino. Hopefully these all work in Dino by default. Okay, all right, here's the full code. Okay, so maybe I can just copy this full code thing. Okay, cool, cool. And then cookies. Uh, interesting. Okay, migrating from Lucia v3. Yeah, I don't know how much knowledge I have, but anyways, cool. Okay, so I think now's a good time to put more of my cards on the table and show you what I've got. So, Valtown, which I think if you're watching this video, you know what Valtown is. Um, it is a place to write, full stack apps. Okay, so Lucia. So I think when I first heard about Lucia was because Pomme de Terre made some Lucia adapters for Valtown. Um, and he made them, I think he like designed them as middleware. Oh, okay. So this is just a part of it, part of a bigger project. Here, I took a bunch of Pomme de Terre's Lucia stuff and made my own middleware. And here's like a demo of it. Okay, sign in. Let's see, Steve. Oh, actually, yeah, sure. I wonder if this will work. Oop. Yeah, I'm logged in. Cool. Um, I can log out. I can make a new account. I'll call it Bob, and then make the password something simple, and then I'm signed in. Yeah, I can log out. Cool. Close. Okay. No. All right. So how does this work? So I think this is fascinating. This middleware pattern that I've come up with, I think it's so cool. um, so this is just a normal app that knows nothing about sessions or login or anything. It's just a normal app. It's the app you just saw. The one thing it knows about sessions and logins is that it's from the HTTP headers getting out this username header. And then if there's a username, it welcomes the user. And if there's not a username, then it links to places to log in and sign up. But this app doesn't handle login and sign up. That's handled in the middleware. It's intercepted and handled in the middleware. And then also the cookie stuff is handled in the middleware, and storing sessions in the database is handled in the middleware. That's what's so cool about this middleware, that your app basically only has to care about the username of the person, and then all of the complicated details we shoved in the middleware. Okay, so now let's look at this Lucia middleware that I cobbled together. All right, so these are the instructions that I kind of just talked about. All right, let's look at the actual middleware. All right, so I have some hard-coded tables. So what this means is that every val that uses Lucia middleware shares the same users table and the same sessions table. Even if you have multiple vals that use this middleware, they're all kind of the same. That's why when I logged in, I logged in with Bob as the username, because I wanted a unique username to sign up for it. Yeah, because I don't have unique. Anyways, if we're going to redesign this, that's definitely one of the things I want to do. Um, all right, so it looks like some pretty normal boilerplate kind of stuff. All right, so here's where we're saying that. Uh, put phone under serve. Here's where we're saying that for all requests, we should try to get the cookie. And if there's no session, then set them to null. Okay. What's interesting about this middleware is that it uses one of the things that's interesting about this middleware is it uses Hano. Or I think when Pomme de Terre, the original author of this, made his name is Akil. I don't know how you pronounce username sometimes. When he made this middleware, he made it as I think as a Hano middleware. But then I decided that it would be much more fun to have a middleware that I'm not sure if this is a true story, but I think what happened is he made it as as a Hano thing. But I prefer middle, even though I'm using Hano here, I I then strip out the Hano and my middleware strips out the Hano. So and we communicate on headers and links. So it's very loose coupling. So you can use any server framework or no server framework with my middleware. It all it speaks is fetch requests, the web standard fetch handler protocol, and headers, HTTP headers, which is web standard, and then cookies, which is sorry, not cookies. The cookies are handled by the middleware. It speaks links, which is web standard. So that's my style. But anyways, it's fine to use Hano here and then just strip it out at the end. But anyways, all right. So if there's a yeah, we're just doing it all by hand. If there's so when I was reading this code, you know I was thinking to myself that it does seem pretty low level and it's just like so much boilerplate. When you look at the original Lucia documentation, where is Lucia? Lucia JS. Okay, cool. All right, yes, this is the original Lucia documentation. So if you read the Lucia documentation, it's very much um, it's actually very similar to this learning resource. And when I was building this and fixing the bugs in it, I was like, man, this is just like so. It's like barely even a framework or a library. Like you're doing so much by hand. And I think that's Pilcrow's point. They're like, it just doesn't make sense as a library. Instead, you should think about it as like his Oslo project. I don't know if you guys have seen Oslo JS. Um, it's just a bunch of auth utilities. I think it's reasonable. Like this is actually what the core of Lucia, and then you just need like some docs, because like maybe this is just weird marketing to be like Lucia is dead. Like now it's a marketing library. I think another way he could have pitched this, maybe if you watch this, you could correct me. I think another way he could have pitched this, if you look at this upgrade guide, where is it? Okay. Um, the upgrade guide is like what were Lucia functions are now Oslo functions. So, um, like in some sense, nothing. I think that's what's true, basically. Oh well, not exactly. I think I see. So some of these I'm realizing are functions that he is having you like kind of copy and paste in, maybe. Interesting. But the reason, but like that was I think this is kind of similar to what Lucia was. No, maybe not. Cookies. Yeah, like yeah, it doesn't. I don't exactly understand why he wants us to like copy and paste this code into our thing instead of having this. Okay, so I don't totally understand. I might have to go through it and then we'll understand more. Okay, let's just go ahead and do that. Let's build an app. Let's build it like just a normal ass app. Let's not build a middleware to start. Um, I feel like my rough target is that I want to put like an example project like here or something. Um, I think I don't think I'll have time today to do this, or maybe I'll remove this. But I want email password auth. Forget about password reset for now, and forget about this for now. I think I just want to do this in Valtown, uh, and we'll go from there. And we'll see what we learn. All right. So I know what a session is. I know what a cookie is. Okay. Great. So now we need to make our SQLite tables. Do, 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 do. All right. I think I might need. What do I need to do here? I think I need like this. I need a new setup. Stop screen sharing. Share screen. Entire screen. I don't want to do my entire screen. I want to do side by side. Oh, do I have the Arc browser still installed? That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, I feel like Arc is what I want. I want two windows side by side. But I think instead what I'm going to do is just share my entire screen and whatever. Okay. So now you get the infinity effect. Sorry about that. Let's put Valtown over here. I'll go ahead and create a new HTTP val. Open it up in the full screen code editor for now. Let me double check that. All right, so that's the preview. I don't want to hide that. I'm gonna make sure everything looks about good. I can't really tell. Okay, I think it does. I think it does. Or maybe I'll make this a little bigger. Preview. I see. Cool. Okay, so let's make our SQLite tables. So at SQLite. That's weird. Okay. Interesting. You're getting to see all the great UI bugs. Lovely. Okay. That's not what I want, but I couldn't find what I want. Okay. I'll put it back now. Okay. So I have this SQLite function. It's from the Valtown standard library, and it lets me write SQL queries. So let's do await SQLite.execute. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I guess async function set up Lucia tables, sure, and then like prefix string. Okay, I guess I can call it a batch operation. I'll just do 2 executes. You shouldn't be running this too often, so it's fine. I can always refactor it to. Is this not a function? Yeah. Okay. I can always refactor it to use a batch statement. All right. That's looking good. Okay. So you can like scope the name of your table to a prefix, which is useful. It's a pattern I've seen done before in Valtown. All right. Or yeah, I guess we need prefix user, and then yeah, so I kind of need the user table to be defined before I do the sessions table so that I can get this reference, this non-null foreign key reference working. All right, neat. So that should work. I'll run it in a second. To install Oslo. Oh yeah, all right. Why don't we test that this works? Console log await set up Lucia tables. Test 1. Great. or I'll just do like return true. I guess. So I hit run. Okay, so maybe I ran it twice. So then I go in the logs and true. So I think they exist, those tables. And LibSQL Studio, open. So here's my databases. Lucia. Okay, great. So Lucia, no, sorry, it's test users. Test one user. Okay, cool. So this is the users table I just created, and this is the sessions table that I just created. Neat. They exist. And when we add things to them, we'll be able to look in there and see what they are. Great. So, all right, now we have to install Oslo encoding and Oslo crypto. Yeah, about time we don't really install things. You'll see in a bit. You just import them because we're in Dino land, which is awesome. All right, so yeah, why don't I just skip to the end? Maybe he said skip to the end for the full code, so sure. Yeah, I don't think I need that DB. Here are the imports. I'll show you how to fix those up. Go to the bottom. Okay, so paste all this in, and then say like, okay, so these are my functions, and then I'll just do like code from here, right, and then this code as well. Code from here, and then delete that, and and copied code. All right. Now I have to get it working a little bit. Put this here, but comment it out. All right. Now I need these to fix up these imports. So I'm a big fan. We could do npm colon, but I tend to prefer esm.sh to import stuff in Dino, in Belltown. So hopefully that is all we need to do to get these to work. Okay, encode. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like I may have found the first bug, maybe. This function is used but not imported. Maybe. Okay, so I think I think I just had to change that to that. Cool. Simple enough fix. Okay, db.execute. So let me get all of those and then do db. It's SQLite.execute. Oh no, SQLite.execute. Great. Oh, you know what? And then I think it's using this SQLite API that's not in our standard library, but I made a shim to make it more easy to work with. SQLite API. I thought my shim would handle this case. Let me save it and refresh the page and see if those errors go away. No. Interesting. I thought. Okay. Expects the input to be this. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, even mine isn't a drop-in replacement. So, and I should get rid of this V6 thing. But I think it's still worth using. I just have to wrap. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit annoying, but how many database queries are there? Not that many. 3. Yeah, it's just and I've already done 1, so alright, just 3. Alright, maybe I'll just, keep it on this I'll keep it on my shim, and then I'll, uh, upgrade it by hand. Oh, no. Args sorry, SQL, and then args, and then wrap this in an array. Okay, so that's the first one. Session dot expires at. Session ID expires at is a date. I see. It just wants me to do dot get time. This would have been done implicitly. I don't know why TypeScript is insistent that I need to do that casting thing, but whatever. Okay. Return session. Okay, so we're adding the session to the database. I see. So this is just a. I feel like we should await this, otherwise, we won't get the errors from it. Unfortunately, this will make this slower, but I think that's just what you need to do in JavaScript. Yeah, I don't know. If you don't await stuff, bad stuff happens, in my experience. So, anyways, let's go ahead and await that. Okay, so SQLite. We don't have query 1. We just have execute, and we'll have to do the same thing again. SQL and then args. Okay, and then I'll call this rows, and if rows dot, or let's call this, I think that's rows. I see, kind of await it. Interesting. Yeah, this code doesn't feel like it was run or debugged terribly well. Okay. If rows dot length, sure. I guess that's good. If rows dot length is 0, then we have a null session. Great. I gotta wrap this in a promise because it's now an asynchronous function. All right. So the session. Okay. So now I say const row is the first row, and okay. Add string. I think I'm just gonna have to use that, and then I see. Okay. Cool. Yeah, why are we dividing by 1,000 and re-adding 1,000? Why are we doing it in seconds and then storing milliseconds? I don't know. I'm not going to fuck with it. All right, continue on. User ID, add number. Gotta do my upgrade trick. Oop. Great. I also want to await this because I want to await all of my SQLite stuff. You really should await all promises. That's best practice in JavaScript, in my humble opinion. Every time I've not awaited something, I have regretted it deeply. I know, and I probably a dozen times I've probably tried to do this, and I've regretted it every freaking time. So I always await promises. Oh, the way around. Yeah, I always await promises in JavaScript, and then later, if you really need to speed something up, as an optimization, you can get rid of the promise, but you better be freaking sure you know what you're doing. But never on the first try. Always wait promises on the first try. Is my opinion. All right, almost done adapting this code. Okay, I'm done. All right, I have all these functions now, all these helper functions to generate tokens. So I think in some sense, you could read this article as like, I forget where he says it, but somewhere he says like he just hates maintaining database adapters, and maybe that's reasonable. And like what you just saw me do is the thing he hates doing, and he just doesn't want to. Oh my god, I have to do promise void. That's so funny. Well, whatever. I guess that makes sense. So he just hates having to do this, and um, yeah, he wants us to do it. I think that's reasonable. If it were me, maybe what I would say is like pick. I guess the world doesn't have like a SQL adapter that is just so generic, but I feel like maybe what he could have done is said like I'm gonna get it working in, where is it? Um, Dude, like Drizzle or something like. No, but I guess it's different Postgres versus SQL. Yeah, I guess it's different depending on what you're doing. So, um, interesting. I wonder if this would have saved me time. Oh, interesting. And then there's adapter. Lucia auth Drizzle adapter. Yeah, but Lucia auth is going away. So maybe this doesn't make sense. I don't know. Um, I don't know. Whatever. At this point, I've done it. I have a SQLite thing. I don't love how much code is here, but at the end of the day, it's like fairly simple, straightforward code. Let's just move on. Okay, so I. Oh, interesting. Oh no. Oh, I'm in the Lucia docs. Interesting. I didn't mean. So sorry. Undo what I said for the last minute. Overview, basic API, Drizzle. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should have used this instead of what I just did, maybe. And then used another adapter. That might have been better. Oh, interesting. Oh, but then I still have to like copy and paste this. So maybe it's half of one, half a dozen of another, or sorry, six of one, half a dozen of another. Okay, so I'm going to move on. I got this working, hopefully. Cookies, basic API, SQLite. Okay, so I declared my schema. I have my API. I installed the functions. I'm okay. I think he handles all these for me, and he's full working code. And then using your API. Great. So when a user signs in, generate the token, and then validate a token. Okay, cool. So I think we're getting there. So I could do. Oh, I see. When the user signs in. So Um, yeah, I don't know where to paste these yet, so I'll move on. Maybe hopefully it'll be here. Ooh, wow, what an ugly API. What is this? Is this an Express.js thing? I don't know. Okay. Check the origin header for non-get requests if you rely on against the host with the X forward header. Interesting. Okay, I don't want to think about this right now, so I'm going to skip it. Cookies. Fascinating. Okay. Deployed over HTTPS. Okay, great. So this is the right cookie. Session validation. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know where the whole where like where's the login page? How do I where do I save passwords? Oh, interesting. Maybe he doesn't want to handle passwords. Yeah, in this tutorial, he just wants to do creating sessions. Okay. So um I think like I'm a little bit lost if I were just following this because I don't want to like go read a whole example project, and this is missing a lot of stuff. It just has the sessions. It doesn't have like passwords and everything. Um, so hmm, interesting. Yeah, I don't really know what this is. I think what I could do is go back to my Lucia middleware and kind of copy a lot of the stuff going on here, but adapt like whenever there's like a Lucia thing, I could use this adapter to use these new functions that I have. I think we could try that. Okay, so let's copy this. And I think I'll just stick with Hano here because um it kind of already works. Okay, use Hano. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Um, okay. Import Hano from great. From there, I feel like I'll do Hano 3. Oh boy. All right. New Hano. Okay. Here else. Let me save this. Nope, that didn't format it. Maybe command. Where's my command K menu? Save. All right, cool. So there it worked. All right, cool. So I don't have Lucia.invalidate session, but I do have an invalidate session function. I don't have Lucia.create blank session cookie, but maybe I have. No, I don't have a create blank session cookie. Let's go to the okay. Create blank session. Delete session cookie. Okay, great. Delete session cookie, and then delete token. Sorry, delete token cookie. Delete session token cookie. Can't find a name for this. Delete session token cookie. Okay, cool. I see. All right. My bad for not getting these things over here. Oh, let me see. Oh, and I also have to do export default app.fetch. That's to get my browser to go ahead and render the Hano app. Okay, so I'll call this cookies and cookies, paste. All right, so we only have prod in Valtown and we only have HTTPS in Valtown, so I will delete that. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I think, yeah, I guess that's fine. This AI thing is killing me. I guess, you know, I think I'm not going to do this because ultimately I think it's like related to Hano. So I'm just going to put it here. Set cookie. Oh yeah, I already have it here. Set cookie. Great. So it's like this thing. Or delete session cookie is this. Excellent. Cool, 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 cool. Nice. Oh, yeah, if we're in prod, HTTP only. Huh. Okay, secure. Great. Okay, that was simpler than I thought. Kind of freaked out a little, I guess. Why does it have an? Oh, you know what? I think I'll get better types if I do this. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Nope. Whatever. Oh yeah, he's storing. Yeah, Palm de Tur was storing session on Hana, but whatever, I think that's fine. Okay, so create session cookie. Hopefully, this is just a function that exists. No. Create session cookie. Is the set session cookie thing? Okay. How about create session? Is that a function? Yes. Create session. Oh, I need a number. Okay, it's a token and then a user ID. I don't know where the token would be. To sign up. Create session cookie. Oh no. Create session. Create session. Okay. Um Token. Generate session token. All right, I guess I need to generate a session token. Okay. Okay. And then token, and then user ID. Oh, yeah. I guess I need to put the prefix everywhere if I'm gonna really use the prefix. That's annoying. Man, this is not fun code to write. I hope the creator of Lucia watches this and has mercy on my soul, because this is not a fun time. All right, so create session cookie. That was here. Set session cookie. Okay. Okay, so expires at, where do I get expires at from? Maybe from this? Okay, cool. That seems to type check. All right, create user. Basic API. Does he give me a create user function? No. Okay. Um, let's do it by hand. I don't think, right? User? Nope. Okay. Execute. Interesting. Yeah. I think let's go up to our users table. It just has an ID. There's no password, or well, hashed password or username here. Um, Yikes. Okay. Example projects. I guess this is the closest. It's like really, this is like a very limited resource. If I want a full example, I should be using this. Well, okay, so it has a bunch of login pages, and oh my god, man, oh, that's freaking hard and complicated. Okay, well, whatever. I'll just go ahead and do it. Username, or no, is this username or email off? When I've done Lucia auth in the past, I did a username and password, but all of his examples are doing email, which is interesting. I guess it email and password. Yeah, I don't see any username auth. So email, and then password hash. Okay. See, all right. The AI can help me. That helps. Oh, I always love to do a created ad. Does it have any other ideas? Updated ad? Sure. All right. Great. Um, yeah. Why don't I do interface user? We have to add some stuff. AI, help me out here, buddy. No. Yes. Okay. Cool. Um, yeah, could do like end copied code. Oh no, it's not copied anymore. It's like adapted code at this point. Um, yeah. Here I'm storing it on Hana, which I don't love. I prefer to store things in headers, as I mentioned before, because it's more web standardy. Okay, so let's create a create user function. Async function create user. Email password. All right, maybe that's enough. Okay, that looks fine. Whatever. If it's not good, hopefully someone will help me. Wow, AI, that was awesome. All right, great. Um, so now I have this. Okay. Oh wait, create user. No. So I'll just call this user, and then we could do user ID. Neat. Neat, 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 neat. Okay. Get user. All right. Yeah, I guess all my functions need this prefix nonsense because I that's how I designed it. Prefix user and then prefix session. Okay, so insert into prefix. I see. So I could just copy this. Okay. Prefix session. And then I need to do that. And I need to take in prefix string, which means all of my types will break. Do, 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 do. Oh, God. I hate this. This is miserable. Uh, this is miserable. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, God. Is this miserable? This is a funny video to watch. I wonder who's watching this. Just watching me embarrass myself in front of the world on auth stuff. Okay, great. I guess. Which idea is this? I guess this is prefix. Yeah, prefix session.id. Yeah, I think. Okay, so I need all of this stuff in order to construct a user object. Oh no. No, not the password hash. Okay, good deal. I'm gonna remove that in a second. Okay, get rid of that. I just did that to help the AI use its brain. Okay. Oh no no no. Row dot ID. Row dot email. Created at. Oh, interesting. Okay, sure. Okay. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want the type password hash in the user object. Great. This is gonna have so many bugs. I'm not gonna finish this before I have to go to work. Goodness gracious. Mm. I hope I remembered all the places to put the prefix. Okay. That's just the first round of putting the prefix in places. Now I have to put it through all these pieces of code. Oh, okay. So that's fine. User and password hash goes there. I have no idea if this code works. I didn't write it. uh, great. Get cookie. Okay, what is this? Migrate from Lucia 3. Where's my get cookie function? I don't see a get cookie function. Oh, maybe that's not his fault. Session validation. Okay, cool. Cool. I didn't know where to put this code. Now I do. All right, so this is the CRSF protection. Fucking dicks. Okay, so if c dot request dot method is not a get request, then let's get the origin. C dot request dot headers dot get origin, and then I have a helper function called like this web URL. So that this will be the URL of this val. This won't work with custom domains. So, anyways, to do won't work with custom domains, I think. Okay. And then C dot or like next, I guess. Next oh no. C dot status 403. Okay, so or like return new response. Not allowed. Okay. Yeah, I think that makes me happier. Let me go back to this. Interesting. Yeah. I'm going to save this. I haven't saved in a long time. Okay, great. That's fine. There are a lot of errors. I'm not surprised. Get cookie. Nice. That is this code. There we go. Okay, I think. Parse cookie header. Where is that from? Where's parse cookie header coming from? Okay, no idea. If session ID equals null, where would I have? Oh, okay. So yeah, cookies that get session. Cool. Oh, I think this is indeed a bug. Um, I think. Well, let's see. Token. Yep, this looks like a bug. If token is null, then let's do that. But 401, we could say CSRF, and then here we could say oh, I see. This is just like um, no authentication. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do this. To do handle no auth. Okay, validate session token. Is that not a function? Oh, I have to put the prefix here. Prefix. Okay. Const prefix. No, I don't know if I want to do that. I'll just do test one. I want to pick a string that's easy to find. Okay, so delete session cookie. That doesn't exist. I think that was something I have down here, which is, validate session. Oh, okay, yeah. No, okay, so I'll do test one as the prefix. No, I already don't like test one. I want to do const prefix equals test one. I think that's better. Okay. Still don't have that, which is annoying. Then delete session cookie would be that, I think. And then to do handle no auth. Okay. Otherwise, I see. If we have auth, assumes auth, then I want to set session cookie. There's no function for that. Again, it'll look something like this. It'll look like this. Okay, maybe this is prefix. Okay, so I'll do if session. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think token expires at. Okay, cool. Parse cookie header. Yeah, okay. Come on, AI. I need you, buddy. All right. Great. I sure hope that works. Uh, are undefined. I see. That's why. So I think I'm going to do this the other way around. If token, then do that, and then if session, then do that. Okay, let's see. Great. I think. All right. No type errors from here down. No way. Come on. Where are my type errors? There we go. Get user. Didn't I thought I had a get user? Oh no, I have a create user function. Okay, so my get user function, well, it'll take a prefix. Maybe I'll just write it by hand. SQLite dot, nah, sure. And then I'll do prefix. I'll just define it here out of laziness. Ah, nice. And all right. I think that's pretty good. Oh, I see. Yeah, this should be like promise user. Okay. Fine. Let me get on with my day. Verify okay, create session. I think this just needs prefix. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I know. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. You know what? I think I'm already on test 2 because I've changed the schema. What else do I need to do here? Verify password. I see. Why don't I just get AI to try and write this by rehashing the password? Okay, okay. That looks kind of right. Um, let's see. How did I get the hash password in the first place? Hashed. Okay. What about this? So why don't I just recompute it the same way I computed it before? Okay, so rehash password equals this. And then if can't find name password, what? Okay, body.password, sure. And then if okay, neat. We'll call this hash pass- okay, so apparently I do want the hash password on the user object. Oopsie daisies. Um, okay. Um, sure. Okay. Let's see, how am I doing here? Goodness gracious. I really should end this video soon, even though I have not succeeded. Add create number, create session, user ID is a number. Why do I think it's a string? Go back. Okay, that one looks fine. Oh, interesting. I think, yeah, I think I have to do that. Okay, I think maybe that's all I need. And then I could do session. Oh, create session cookie. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it's back to this thing. Oh, this one. Okay. 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 Could it be that I'm possibly in a world where all the type stuff works? Could it work? No, no way. All right, let's check it off. Login. Whoa. The server runs. No way. Sign up. Okay, okay. Let's see. New user. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's okay. It's a CSF RS error, which is fine. CSR. Oh, you know what? I never created these tables. Create table if not exists. And then what I can do is just create them all the time down here with the prefix. It'll make things 70 milliseconds slower, but that's fine with me. Set up. Okay, neat. And then where's my CRSF thing? This isn't working, so I will. Okay. To do set this up, save. Okay, great. I'll sign up. Steve, sign up. User already exists. I think that's a lie. Let's go to requests. I think this is the most recent one. Sign up. Table user is no column. Okay, let's go back to the code. You know, I can make this bigger. That's great. Now I'm just debugging in here. Oh, email. Prefix. Okay, why don't I, let me just bump this to another thing. Save and preview. Steve. User already exists. Go back to requests. Look at the new request. There. Table user. Oh, yes, that's. There we go. There we go. We forgot the prefix. Okay, save. Preview. Come on. User already exists. And no such table. Steve user. Oh, yeah. Create user. I gotta do prefix and save and preview. Okay, okay. Come on, Steve. Oh my God, I think that may have worked. Holy crap. All right. Let's do app.get. Whoa. Okay. So I'm just gonna make a homepage that shows the username and everything. Okay, so if there's not a session, return c dot whatever. C dot render. Great. But yeah, I don't need whatever. C dot render. That closes that. That closes that. Okay, so if there's no session, then render div. Okay. Yeah. Div no session. Fine. And then else. Okay. No session. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know if I'm setting the session on Hano correctly. Okay, yeah, I'm getting it in the cookie. That's login. Okay, sign up, create user, create session. Yeah, I don't think I'm setting it properly. Oh, okay, no, I'm parsing the cookie, getting the session out of the cookie, and if session. Oh, I see. If there's a okay, so hmm. Interesting. If there's a session, why am I re-adding a session? Oh, I see. I'm validating the token. I don't really know what's going on here. Session validation. after we recommend setting a new session cookie after validation to persist the cookie for an extended period of time. To me, that sounds like you're constantly resetting the session to a new token every time. I don't get this. Like, I could get maybe, yeah, I don't get setting a new session cookie after validation. Yeah, I don't get it. But anyways, yeah, I think that's what our app expects to like be able to get a session. Auth, log in. All right, let's see if my user exists. I think it was Steve. Internal server error, classic. Table test 3 users. That wouldn't make sense. I certainly did create a table called test 3. Oh, users. I see. So users. Okay, cool. Save and then go back. And Steve. Internal server error. And let's see what it is. SQL input, no such column. Username. I see. So, oh, interesting. I have 2 of these functions. Huh. Oh no, I'm just using it. User. I see. I see. I see. I think I'm just going to change this to email, and then maybe it should work. Bad login. Okay. Getting closer. Oh, okay. So maybe the hashing is wrong. Okay. I'm gonna give up now because I gotta get on with my day. But yeah, that was terrible and miserable, and I hated it. So I could see why everyone who is sad about this news is bummed about it. But I also understand why this guy doesn't want to maintain all these database adapters. Like, in some sense, the miserable stuff that I'm doing is the miserable stuff he hates doing. But I guess that's why we users want him or some library to do these things, because this code is just miserable. It has nothing to do with building an app. Um, this is just like, this feels like pure plumbing for no good reason. So I tried. I tried. And to be fair, this is just an early preview, but my read on this early preview is way too early. Nobody should be using this. Yeah. If you're going to use this, I think you're going to have to work off of one of these example projects, which I didn't want to do. It's definitely not self-contained enough. Even I had a Lucia example, and I still wasn't able to get it working. So that is my read on it all. Let me see how everything looks here. I'll stop presenting. Cool. Well, I don't know who watched this, but if you watched it, thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, reach out to me on the interwebs, and I'll catch you later.